Well, hello there. My name is sometimes Heather and I make things. Once upon a time 2 years ago, I found a very ordinary cotton in 2 quite ordinary colors while shopping at Adlibris. I go there a lot, books and yarn in the same spot, perfect place for me. So, I have black and orange cotton, 4 of each, and I like the way they look together. I wish to try to make a cocoon cardigan out of these. The particular cocoon cardigan I have in mind is made with one big granny square. After some creative folding and sewing, it turns into a snuggly shrug-like cardigan. Let's start by starting a granny square and a confession. I don't think I've ever made a traditional granny square. I like the filet crochet version better, but this cardigan demands for a traditional one. I will start with black yarn. Oh, that's a mess. This, as a heads up, dictates the nature of this project. A bit of a mess, challenging to sort out. So, after sorting that out, I will start with the black yarn. Chain 4, join to form a circle, and into the circle, triple crochet 3 times and chain 2 4 times. That's 4 clusters. Now, I will bring the orange yarn to join this party. Open that and what do you know, it worked this time. Center pulling is a dangerous spot, so secure the orange yarn and work 1 round with it. Triple crochet 3 times, chain 3 and triple crochet 3 times and also chain 2 into each chain stitch loop. We are now creating corners for our square. Why does that not look right? Bravely moving on to the 3rd round. Switch back to black yarn and into each 2-stitch chain, triple crochet 3 times and chain 2. Into the corners, triple crochet 3 times, chain 3 and triple crochet 3 times, and exit with 2 chains. Easy, mindless work, relaxing, calming, soothing, therapeutic. I did something wrong and had to redo the whole thing twice. That'll teach me something about not reading instructions. That try did produce an acceptable start. I will continue working with this and let's meet up after a few rounds, where I decided I absolutely hate this thing. I still like the color combo of black and orange. It reminds me of bumblebees and flowers and Uncle Sheo's butterflies, but a black and orange granny square is not something I would wear like ever, so let's just frock this and pretend nothing happened. Luckily, I had a cold at this point and really don't remember much of the triple start and froggings. Okay, now that that's behind us, I will start over using just orange yarn. I kinda like the texture and look of the granny stitch, and working it is actually really nice. It's the sort of brainless crochet I need for binge-watching Dexter, while my brain slowly drips out of my nose. I do feel that a solid color granny square would be more fun to wear. Starting over for the 4th time is a bit frustrating, of course, but such happens a lot in the life of a crafter. Sometimes you win, sometimes you frock it 5 times, sometimes you get a yarn vomit, and sometimes, just sometimes, you succeed and realize an orange granny square looks pretty nice indeed. Look at that. The name of this shade is Fox Orange, and that truly does fit. It's the exact shade of fairy tale foxes. The cotton yarn is soft and easy to work with. It slides easily through my fingers, doesn't split, doesn't make knots. Even when a center pull fails, it behaves beautifully. Then again, cottons often are very easy to work with. They are the golden retriever of yarn. Always happy, always eager to play, always soft and snuggly and dependable. Can you tell I'm a cat person? Anyway, I will continue working my granny square until it's large enough to wear. I had 6 balls in total, 600 grams equals a bit over 2 kilometers of yarn. It takes me about 10 minutes to walk that, a bit longer to crochet. I remember to measure the square after 3 balls. Then we got to 91 centimeters. And after the 4th ball, I decided it was time to fold and sew. What you do is take each corner and fold them in toward the center of the square. So starting from the corners toward the folded edge and leave an opening where your arm can fit through. Repeat on both sides, enter through the largest opening, stick your hands through the smaller ones and yeah, I don't like this. In order to turn this into a real cardigan, you should crochet a ribbed edge around the large opening, but I really don't feel comfortable in this, so I'm not going to do that. This, for me, is baggy in all the wrong places, which makes me look rounder and feel quite self-conscious because of it. That's funny because this is marketed as the kind of garment that removes self-consciousness by hiding most of your body. Goes to prove that not everything works for all of us. I thought about frogging this entire thing and using the yarn for a prettier thing, but I worked pretty hard for this and it took a long time to make this. Frogging would be a huge waste of time and effort, so I will continue to crochet all the yarn I have left and use this as a blanket. I love the color, I like the look of the granny square, and I was truly enjoying the time I spent snuggled up under it while crocheting. I kinda want to continue our relationship that way. I was almost through ball 6 when I realized a border of some kind might be in order. So I worked a round of single crochet into the edges of the square and into the corners, single crochet twice, chain 4 and single crochet twice. Cast off, weave in ends, and I love this thing. I actually didn't have a blanket of my own, so this worked out perfectly. This is soft and nice, not too warm, and the shade of orange really does look nice against my black sofa. I'm happy I chose to finish this project, even though it didn't turn out quite the way I planned. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Stay safe.